Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about environmental issues related to global water resources management and sustainability research. Next, I will discuss the topic in four parts. I will introduce three papers related to water resources and analyze their data analysis. And the last part, I will conduct the comparison of methods. Okay, the first paper is Pathways to Water Sustainability, a global study assessing the benefits of integrated water resources management. It published in Science Direct in 2024. Okay, this is topic introduction. This paper evaluates the impact of IWRM implementation on global water sustainability indicators and quantifies the relationship between IWRM implementation and water resources management outcomes. The objective of this paper to determine quantitatively assess the relationship between the implementation of integrated water resources management and water sustainability worldwide. About the analysis methods and model used. Firstly is regression analysis. The paper uses regression analysis to explore the relationship between IWRM implementation and water sustainability indicators. The main goal of this analysis is to determine whether IWRM implementation significantly improves water resource management. And secondly is model expression. The model expression is very important in this paper because it includes the sustainability index and IWRM implementation. Secondly is multivariable control. To control for other potential influencing factors, the paper controls multiple variables in the regression analysis. These control variables include governance structure, economic conditions, and geographic environment. Thirdly is data source and handling. It includes IWRM implementation data. Data comes from the UN SDG 6.5.1 indicator, covering 124 countries, and water sustainability indicators. These include water efficiency, water stress, freshwater ecosystem health. And lastly is control variable data. Includes governance structure, economic conditions, geographic environments, sourced from international organizations and national statistics. About key findings, the extent of IWRM implementation is positively correct with multiple water sustainability indicators, but improvements in water stress and water quality are more limited. Control variables is significantly impact the results, such as governance structure, economic conditions, and geographic environment. Firstly is governance structure. An effective governance framework significantly enhances the impact of IWRM implementation. About economic conditions, economically developed countries generally have more resources and capacity to implement IWRM. Finally, is geographic environment. This is significance of the study. This study is the first to quantitatively assess the global impact of IWRM implementation on water sustainability. It provides valuable insights and evidence for policymakers in various countries to advance IWRM implementation. The second paper is trend analysis on water quality index using the least squares regression models. The thesis mainly focused on the trend analysis of water quality index for the three rivers in Johor State, Malaysia. It published in Environment and Ecology Research in 2022. To analyze the trend of WQI in three rivers on Johor, Malaysia, and to validate the applicability of least squares regression models in water quality monitoring. Okay, about MySearch and data analysis. First is data source. The data were collected from Malaysia's Department of Environmental Quality Reports, covering 12 years of WQI records. About key parameters, 6 main water quality indicators were used, including BOD and DO and SS. The WQI was calculated using a weighted formula with scores ranging from 0 to 100. Second is model construction. Least squares regression is very important in this paper, such as linear, quadratic, cubic, quadratic fourth degree, and quantic fifth degree. Polynomial regression models were built to fit the trend of WQI over time. Second is model expression. For example, the quantic polynomial model is expressed. And thirdly is error evaluation. MAE was calculated for each model to compare fit accuracy. This is 5 kinds of model used. It includes linear regression, quadratic regression, cubic regression, polynomial regression degree 4, polynomial regression degree 5. This is model performance. We can look at this picture. We can find that the quadratic fourth degree and quantic fifth degree polynomial regression models achieved the best fitting result with the lowest average errors. And simple linear regression could also reasonably reflect the overall trend, but was slightly less accurate compared to high-order polynomial models. This is key findings and overall conclusions. We can look at key findings and we can make a conclusion. The water quality of the three rivers in Johor has generally deteriorated, indicating an urgent need to strengthen the water quality protection and management measures. This is significance of the study. This paper systematically validates the applicability of high-order polynomial regression in tropical river water quality trend analysis for the first time. It provides developing countries with a low-cost, high-accuracy tool for water quality assessment. And at that time, the study highlights the critical role of policy curation and funding in water quality improvements, calling for a dual-track mechanism of data transparency and dynamic model validation. Okay, the last paper is prediction of irrigation water requirements for green beans-based machine learning algorithm models in arid region. It published in 2023. This is paper review and research objective. This study developed and compared several machine learning models to predict irrigation water demands for mung bean crops in dry areas. And the goal is to use advanced machine learning algorithms to predict the irrigation water demand of mung bean crops in dry regions, in order to make water resource allocation more scientific and sustainable. About data, we can find that the first is weather data. It includes maximum temperature, minimum temperature, rainfall or sunshine hours. And soil moisture observation data, it includes measured soil moisture content and related soil type and texture information. Okay, the last is crop characteristic data. It includes growth stage information, vegetation index. Okay, all data work linked to remove missing and abnormal values. feature data were normalized to meet the needs of a machine learning model. This is models used is very important. First is random forest. Used 100 decision trees and with maximum depths, automatically adjusted based on validation results. This model combines multiple trees and is good at handling nonlinear relationship and higher dimensional feature. And the second is deep neural network, and the last is conventional neural network. This is analysis methods. The data was split into training set and testing set, and we can use keyword cross validation. It was used to prevent overfitting. And model performance was evaluated using root mean square area and MAE and MAPE. Okay, this is key findings. We can look at the 3 points, and we can find that the study confirmed that using machine learning methods can efficiently improve the accuracy of irrigation demand prediction in dry regions. This is significance of the study. We can look at this picture and we can find that the study shows the great potential of using machine learning technologies, especially deep learning methods for predicting agricultural irrigation water needs. The result provide a practical path for making better irrigation plans, improving water use efficiency, and promoting sustainable agriculture in dry areas. Okay, the last part, we can make a compare. This is the similarities in data analysis among the 3 papers. They all used data for analysis and all applied multiple regression analysis and all controlled for key variables in their models. This is difference in data analysis among the 3 papers. Paper 1 is panel data with fixed effect models. Paper 2 focus on least squares regression, and least square regression is very important in paper 2. And paper 3 focus on variable importance evaluation. Okay, finished. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.